Whether you're lacing up your boots, liquoring up your lovers, or layering on those rubbers, it's always the right time for another outrageous episode of Vino Volley. I'm your host, Michael Wall, the guy who believes that there's always a chance for a no pants dance. And with me, as always, is my bury me in your whisker bee co-host, Ryan Rebecki. Ryan, how's it hanging?
I would say in this heat, long and to the left.
It
Yeah.
has been a scorching heat, but we're here, very excited for today's episode.
So excited.
So what's been going on?
I feel like I've lived 1,000 lives over the last 2 weeks.
Okay.
With school being over,
Yep.
numerous activities, a little miniature getaway, a little vacation down the Cape.
Which was like the hottest week on record.
Yes, and we were in a tent camping and
Yeah.
then on the beach during the day.
Yes. Again, my literal nightmare, your
Yeah.
maybe not paradise, but like very much enjoy.
We enjoy it.
Yeah.
And then went back down the Cape a few days after that. Did a little surf casting with my brother, put in a full day. It was just one of those like manifest destinies. Worked really hard for one fish, but it was well worth it. It was some quality time spent with my brother and just the wide open salt.
The
A lot of
deep blue
walking.
sea.
We did 10 miles that day on foot.
Just sounds. I mean, hey, you enjoy it. That's great.
Yeah.
Sounds awful.
And then, as you very nicely posted, and then if I can just
right here, yeah, sure.
Have the 2025 President's Cup champion shirt, only to be added on to, of course, I'm gonna turn around. This camera might not get it.
You gotta get it down low.
The sectional the sectional champion.
It's definitely getting that, yeah.
Shirt, which I'm also adorning. But yeah, it's been a very big couple weeks in the Rebecki household.
The fruits of your labor have paid off. The pains of coaching come to fruition. You were able to get some silverware, well earned, well deserved.
My assistant coach, both my assistant coaches, awesome guys. One of them crunched the numbers over the last 2 seasons, and our record is something like, I think it was. Oh, geez, now I'm gonna screw it up. It was like,
we can always do it on the Mike Wall Honesty Hour.
That is true.
Episode, so.
It was something like 32-3.
I mean, sounds about right. Like, I don't remember you logging too many losses.
And like our goals
for
were like 90.
Yeah.
To I think 30 or something like that. So we had pretty much a 2-to-1 goal ratio. And we ended up winning the finals of the President's Cup. It was a 6-to-1 absolute beatdown. Great game all around. But now we're into summer.
Yes.
It's hot.
It is hot.
I love it. I saw a fucking bear the other day.
That's right, you did.
I did. Did I send you the picture?
You showed me the picture. We were live at the birthday party.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And then I almost hit a deer on the way here.
R.I.P. to the one that didn't make it. But yeah. A lot of wildlife.
Oh, it was amazing.
Mine is a moose. I'd love to see a bear.
Yeah.
Although I think maybe one of the wider cups, it was either bear adjacent, but no, I've seen a bear at Wider Cup, I remember. But
what would be a bear adjacent?
Sorry, I was adjacent to the sighting. Like,
okay. Yes.
Yeah, I didn't explain that well, but we're there. But a moose would be what I would want to see.
Yeah, from a distance.
Not like
close.
A tornado. I would always want to see a tornado from a safe distance.
Which, speaking of tornadic events, came over here in a hairy thunderstorm.
Deluge.
Yeah, it was. But you got to give the people what they want.
Yeah, no, we've waited too long to get this episode.
And I, as you could tell when I sat down, due to my violent shaking of my leg, have been giddy like a schoolgirl all day to record, because this feeds into my wheelhouse of just downright silliness. But before we get to that, how have you been?
I've been pretty good. Obviously we talk.
We do.
And you've been known, you've known the ups and downs of my golf game. And
yes.
Last we spoke, I felt I'd really dialed it in. The wheels came so fucking far off yesterday.
So between Sunday to Monday,
literally
24-hour turnaround.
24 hours. It was. The last hole, I was so pissed. I played the entire hole with my 3-wood because it was a drivable hole.
Don't hate it.
I duffed it to the left. managed to hit a greenside bunker from the previous hole, so I hit it out of that. Then laced one down,
Yeah.
chipped up with it, and two putted. And that wasn't the worst score I had on the day, and I played it all with a 3-wood. It just was listen. You have your highs and lows. It was a low, but all in all, it was a great day having time to spend golf with my mom. The course was incredibly difficult but fun to play. But yeah, I'm all over the place there, physically and emotionally. But besides that, sun is shining, pool's crystal clear. We've been able to enjoy it finally, getting some good weather.
Oh yeah.
Getting some big swims in. Just made some delicious Big Mac smash burger tacos, which I've come to the realization that a tortilla, I think, is the best sandwich food delivery service.
Yeah, it's the ultimate vessel.
Yeah,
You can't go wrong.
No, it definitely beats like just a traditional Big Mac. And anything you can put into a tortilla, I think makes it that much
Plus,
better.
I feel like you can maximize your like innards to the wrap, where you're like getting the real good stuff, and just like
hammering it down. So there's also a chance I might have diarrhea. But
Godspeed.
hey, there's a first for everything on the podcast. I might keep the mic running.
Oh no!
It's hot.
Just tell me to move my shirt because I don't need to be sprayed brown.
No, I'll figure it out. There's apparatus. But anyway, yeah. So yeah, other than that, great. Happy to be here. Excited about the episode. I'm excited and nervous because like I feel like you can really hit a stride, but you can there's a shock and awe factor here that I don't.
I think it's good. I think I did okay.
It's always going to be good. It's a question of, is it airable?
Oh yeah.
Okay. I mean,
this might be one where it's best the children don't listen.
Well, that's on you because like your child is the only child listener.
That is true.
But so you make that parental call.
Unless that's the one Russian listener, it's just some kid who's just like, Papa won't let me listen to the radio. I need to hide on the World Wide Web. Continue.
No, just there's always one moment you leave me speechless. While we're kind of in the openings, monologues, what have you, couple points of things of note.
Yes.
Heimscheiße.
Heimscheiße, yeah.
As I found out today is Homeshitter.
Homeshitter, yeah.
The German just they talk about like Italian, French, these beautiful
Romance languages.
There's something to be said about the efficiency of the German language to be able to create something like Heimscheiße.
Yeah.
Because I think all you and I included, we have. I mean, if need be, I will go outside my home bowl. But I am, in my heart of hearts, I am very much, especially with the
yeah.
I'm a Heimscheiße.
Yes, correct.
So
there's no shame in my game. It doesn't matter to me. But
like when nature calls, like you got to do what you got to do. I will not hold it. But if I had my preference, I'm a Heimscheiße. Yeah.
I did almost send that to you on Instagram the other day. I was like, I can also speak German, and I was like, you know what? I was like, I'll let this one slide.
Hey, it was listening because it got my way anyway. For the first time ever, we've got an official most punchable face retraction.
Yep.
Milos Kerkez, now that he's a Liverpool player, listen.
His skull has to be about 4.5 inches solid.
Yeah, but it's great for heading the ball. Beauty is, we all make mistakes, and I'm honest enough to say that, my bad, Milos. My bad. So, Kerkez, now that he's official Liverpool player, fucking excited to see what he can do on the left-hand side. And then last, and this is a real quick one. We're not even going to do an episode on it, but the Club World Cup is an absolute joke.
Laughable.
Oh my God. The attendance is abysmal. Klopp came out and said it's the dumbest thing. It's the biggest money grab.
Yeah.
These players who are were in desperate need of a rest now are playing in this tournament. Like even like Guardiola, who's in the tournament, more or less just agreed with Klopp's statement. He's like, we're here. And then when they got knocked out, got knocked out very, very surprisingly, and they interviewed Bernardo Silva, he kind of said like tug in cheek, like, oh yeah, we didn't want vacations anyway. So like, I don't think the players want to be there. It's just,
right.
You're going to see injuries start creeping up on these players who are just overtaxed anyway. And like, it's great that I was in the United States. I think that probably one of the first tournaments, like big, I'll say big tournaments. I don't think I've watched like a single minute.
No,
Like
I haven't.
So yeah, it's just been bad and dumb, but hopefully it's not too much to a detriment to the players. Although, thankfully, our team was not participating, so they're going to come in fresh and spry. But to that end, why don't we switch gears? Mention our social media outlets, vinovolley85@gmail.com. We're always here, open ears, open arms.
Open
If you
hearts.
just want to just say hello, all right?
Hello.
Especially to all our listeners from those different countries. Who are you and why the fuck do you listen to us? It's so baffling.
I told you, it's like little baby cruise
It's,
chef
we
in a.
just, just stop with the cruise chef. VinoVolley85, our Instagram account, is where we post obviously all the video content. Although I'm a little backed up on the unlike my colon, I'm a little backed up on the social media posts. So
You're doing a great job.
I appreciate that. But we'll get those out there. I'll get those edited so we can just have a day with them. And then lastly, vinovolley85.wixsite.com/vinovolley. So yeah, reach out to us if you can. We'd love to hear from you. But as we are eager to get this episode started, I will say to all our Vino Volleyers out there, it is time to pop those corks, indulge in a healthy pour, and dive stud showing into today's episode. So Ryan, why don't you tell the listeners, because they have no idea up until this point, the wine we will be drinking today.
Mike, I am so excited for this wine because it was purchased today.
Fresh
From the Vin Bin.
Straight fresh.
I did a once around the building,
Mm-hmm.
right? The insides.
All of
right?
it to that, 45 seconds?
Right? Everything gets an ocular pat down.
Yep.
Right? And then our friend James came out and he's like, "What's up?" I'm like, "James, hi me. Let's talk real quick." I was like, "I need something that punches above its weight." I stuck the landing and he's like, "Huh." I'll go, "I want it red. I want it bold. I want it fucking thick." Right? I wanted to kick my dick in through the front and come out through the back. That's what I wanted. He said, "Sir, that is alarming, but I know what you need." Right? This wine, I'm looking at it. I'm pointing at it. You can see it on camera, but you can also see it because you're next to me.
They called it the old Lois Einhorn.
Oh, see, the worst case of hemorrhoids.
Yeah. The Ray Finkel.
Yeah, Ray Finkel. So he's like, "Well, there's this." And I'm like, "Okay, Portuguese red, listening, gonna be there in a month. What do we got? Let's wet the whistle. Let's set the table. Come take a seat." It is the 2020 Casa de Pasarela Tinto Dao. Hopefully I gave that the Dao. My mouth can't make the sound of Portuguese.
Yeah, no.
Like, I can't get the nasally aspect of it, so I'm sorry to all of our Portuguese friends. I love your tripe, which I enjoyed this past weekend. We are to expect from this Portuguese red, which has been fermented in both granite and then aged in concrete and large French oak. I believe it said for 8 months. So you were all hot and bothered over that.
Oh, yeah.
As a modern twist on a traditional wine, a field blend of Torriga Nacional, Tinta Roriz,
go for it,
El Frontiero, and Jaén. Dark cherry fruits are accented with mountain herbs and granite minerality typical of the region. It has typical tannins for the region. They're polished, well-resolved, and are perfectly integrated into a charming fruit of the wine. This is a perfect introduction to the region. Now, it has been well documented.
Going to be introduced to my region?
You are a huge fan of Portuguese wine.
Yes.
I think we both are. I think you are more well-versed in the ways of Portuguese wine. You have sung the praises of the Nacional grape throughout the past years, and we've always said, like, one of the best bang for your buck is a Portuguese red.
Hands down.
So this bad Larry picked up this is going to be the most inexpensive wine we have tasted here on Vino Volley. I purchased this for a hot $12.
Wow.
So
that's exciting.
It's a nervous excitement.
I mean, it could
absolutely blow our tits off, or it could be like, nah. that could leave us wanting.
Well, hey, we're here. We're ready to be surprised.
Yes. Entertained?
Yes. And unless do you have some?
Nope, just it's coming in at 13.5%,
Okay.
which,
Right. That's a great
middle
great little
grounds for
area.
where we like to hang.
And where that kind of ties in, we said last episode we wanted something bold, something that was gonna knock your socks off, make your toes curl, because we are bringing to the table phrases, sayings, and others things that might have been said in and around the world of soccer, but
Yes.
could easily be misconstrued as something someone might say in the bedroom or while on Pornhub.
Yes.
I don't know.
What's that?
Yeah, someone told me about it. Apparently, it's this website with like all these videos.
I don't know. I
And
just
there's
use
naked people.
I
on
just
it?
use the internet for repairing cars.
Yeah. No, I read the gospel
Yeah.
passages on it. So, yeah. Praise be. So, so yeah. No, apparently it's yeah. Anyway, well,
Transitioning.
yeah, to the wine. Yeah, you want to get that?
Did you see how explosive that was?
That
was very
I've
athletic.
never seen you move that fast.
That's the most impressive athletic thing I've done in the past week, because I threw a wiffle ball so hard and so many times at the beach, as well as one of those skip balls.
I still think the skip ball was the main culprit.
I picked up a wiffle ball yesterday and threw one to my youngest, and I wanted to openly start crying. My shoulder wanted to fall off.
What was it like? What's his face?
Chet Steadman.
Yep, Chet Steadman, Rookie of the Year.
One more.
All right, shall we?
Yeah, let's shall. Oh man. Gotta get the sconce test. Smells like a Portuguese red wine.
Yeah. Smells like something I'm going to enjoy.
Again, trying to control my nostrils, very active nostrils.
This is everything dialed up, so just get in there, huffy, aggressive. Pretty good.
It's pretty good. I think I'd like it to be a little heavier towards the end.
It is. So I'll say, being a French oak, I was hoping for more vanilla notes. It's got a smooth, not overly heavy body to it, medium body. It's got a nice taste to it. Again, think like red fruits, red currant. It's got a little bit of a peppery finish. Again, this is the first time though in a long time since the bottle wasn't here that it hasn't been open too long. So this is something that the wine,
and it's room temp.
It is room temp. This is something the wine could open up more as the episode progresses. I'll say this for right now, at $12, it's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, Silk and Spice, we know that's like my go-to $12 bottle.
Yes.
And it's, I wouldn't say it's, I enjoy it more, but we'll see how it opens up. But it's got nice red fruit notes. Again, like I said, a little bit of a peppery finish.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
I get the minerality.
Yep.
Toward the end.
So yeah.
Cool.
All right. Well, shall we get into it?
I think we shall.
How many do you have? Because I think
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Okay. Why not?
Which again, like,
are you gonna hit them all?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's some common ground, obviously,
yeah.
because
there's only so many phrases.
There's only so many phrases.
Right.
I'll start.
I wonder how. I mean, if we had one that like really overlapped,
because and then as I'm writing these, I'm like, wow, these are like saying these are like overly homosexual. A lot of them, because we are basing it on the men's game.
Yeah, I tried to think of anything that could translate to the women's game.
Yeah, but it just sounds worse.
It does.
If I was just like convert this, change like he
to she.
to she, I'm like, oh wow, that is Jesus, that is aggressive. That's someone's daughter. Anyway, I'll start.
Okay.
Okay, let's start with something.
I think mine went. Yeah.
Okay. Start easy. Okay.
Okay.
Let's see. Phrase something like, sometimes a sub can make all the difference.
Okay.
A sub versus dom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, see what I'm saying?
I was thinking food. I was like
Wait, what?
Like a sandwich?
No,
Like
no.
No, I know. I got there though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I like that.
That's
one.
why I started with one of my worst ones.
Oh,
Can I check these off?
No, yeah.
You hate them.
You can strike through.
Oh fuck.
Sub can make all the. All right, I got it now. I'm in the right headspace.
Okay.
I don't know why I wasn't. I ate enough. I don't know why I was thinking food. All right, my first one was, this player just oozes silky ball handling skills.
Oh god.
I think they get worse from there. Could mine be worse than yours?
They might be. I'm gonna piggyback on my last one. Strap them on and come in as a sub.
Okay.
Yeah. So there we go. That's
all right. I like that.
Okay. I'm getting better.
Okay. My next one I had was, don't be too quick to release the balls in tight situations. I mean, it probably would have been ball.
Yeah,
like
but
like a player like has been rushing passes, the balls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something simply as, he's deadly in the box.
I think I have something similar to that. Yeah.
I feel like there's going to be a lot of box talk.
I only have one, and so as you just said it, I'll say he's been in and out of the box all day.
There you go.
Yeah.
Wouldn't we all love that?
Yeah.
Get into the box and take a dive. Like a true gentleman lover.
Jesus, mine are like more aggressive than yours. This is shocking. He's always looking to slip in past the defense and penetrate the back line.
Dude, that's good. That's very good. Firing a missile from outside the box on target.
All of that.
That's how you get triplets.
That's
I read that in a book one time.
Right, from the interwebs.
Yep.
From those, educational passages. The keeper came out way too early and ended up making a real mess of things.
A real mess of things is like a quality one in general. Yeah, put a towel down. It gently kisses the pole on its way in or out. Because like I'm thinking like free kick, just gently. Yeah.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, thanks, man.
All right, let's see. Okay. Oh, here we go. He came from behind with perfect timing and caught him totally off guard.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Look at him slide in and out of the box before hammering it home.
Oh, I like that one.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I don't know if I should say. Okay, ready?
You have to say it.
Okay. He is lucky he pulled out at the right time, or he would have seen red.
That was fine.
Yeah. Okay.
Remember, you can't use your hands, but you can use your face.
All right. How many more do you have?
4.
All right, I have 2. Hit me with 2 more.
Straddle the touchline, then sneak into the box.
Love that.
Go for that.
One more.
Effortlessly splitting the center back inside out.
Ooh, okay, I had that. All right.
That's butt stuff.
Yeah, should we maybe we should explain all of them?
No, it's best not.
No? Okay. Well, last one was the periods.
The Menarche.
Yeah. All right. He showed some real class tonight, but just couldn't keep it up for 90 minutes.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's a erection joke. Keeping up for 90 minutes. That's freaking. That's
It's one that.
that's that Pornhub stuff.
Do you want me to? Yeah. It's just, you know they inject Viagra right into it.
Mm.
Okay. Hear me out. This is where things go real sideways.
Yeah. We need a side tangent. We're ripping through these.
So
ripping and tearing.
when I would teach biology, there was this documentary called Bigger, Stronger, Faster. It's all about steroids in the United States.
Schwarzenegger was he part of it?
It was like based on professional wrestling.
Yes.
But like he was like part of it, like you know, look at the Terminator, look at Rambo,
Right.
all these guys are all in juice. Anyway, towards the end it was like talking about like the
effects.
No, yeah, the effects of steroids, but just like the falsehoods of like, oh, if you flip open like a fitness catalog and you're like, take friggin' X47, like you'll like, they're all on steroids.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're like, oh, let's look at, I don't know how they went down this rabbit hole, but it was just like the falsehood of things that you see in media. And it was like, oh, these adult actors, they're like, oh, yeah, no, we inject it directly in beforehand. So it's just like...
They're just snorting lines
like,
of Viagra.
Right to the source.
Jesus.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Imagine that.
Yeah.
That's usually what they get. They get to do the reverse of that if you get the priapism. When it lasts for 4 hours or longer. So it's called priapism.
Priapism. Oh, okay. Oh, that's the term for an
erection lasting more than 4 hours.
Interesting.
Yeah, because pretty much like the tissue swells so much where it just like tires out and won't work anymore.
Scary.
We're learning. I'm also a science teacher.
Did you see the speaking of pecker, that dude that the falconer?
The Napoli?
Yeah, he like
was it Napoli?
I don't know if it was Napoli. Well, no, it would have been a La Liga team. No,
it was in Italy.
It wasn't. Was it while we were doing the jerseys?
It might have
anyway,
been.
I think like he was like officially just like done.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But it was funny that he was.
I mean, he's also like kind of like super right wing, like very racist.
I mean, yeah.
Not a great guy.
No. But yeah, I'm showing his hammer to everyone.
Inflating like an air mattress. Go on.
That was when he had the.
Ah shit.
God
damn it.
Got like a Tide stick or something.
I'm at your house.
No, I've got one.
Oh, okay. I thought you asked me if I had one.
No. Do you want like a shout? Do you want
to? Yeah, maybe later.
Okay.
Damn it.
I was gonna say this is our 42nd episode. I don't think we've ever had.
No, when I was
wearing white though.
I don't even know how I spilled it. Must have come off my glass. It wasn't when you made me almost spittle.
That could have been it.
No, I don't think it was though. Fuck.
Yeah,
my new free shirt I got.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I mean,
Coach, what's that on your shirt? Like, nothing.
It'll be fine.
Run on the lap.
All right. How do you feel about your last one?
One is better than the next.
You still have 2 left?
Yeah.
You can't count.
1, 2, 3.
No. You just anyway. All right. Give me.
No, I said 12.
Yeah. Anyway, go.
Let me place it on the spot and bury it deep.
I like that.
Yeah, that was one of my better ones.
My last one. After we went down to 10 men, for the next 40-plus minutes, we were under immense pressure and relentless attacks. Simply put, they just kept coming.
Sweet mother of God. Oh, my God.
That was actually the first one I wrote down. I was just like, oh, yeah, that's the Holy Grail. That one.
Oh, my God.
That one is being absolutely tucked away.
Oh, God.
Tucked away to the very end. Do you have something that can top?
No, mine is fucking terrible compared to that. And with shame, he walks down the tunnel, head hung low.
I like that.
Yeah, you can take that for how it's worth. Could be like a walk of shame. Could be, I don't know, cunnilingy. I don't know.
Yeah, I'd really try. There was like, I was trying to think of other ones, like we were talking about the women's game, that something about like chest control.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, but there wasn't, you know,
yeah. It's just like everything seemed wrong.
yeah, like I don't know.
Listen, all about equity. First of
She's
all,
got a really strong head game.
yeah,
Yeah, I get,
you know, yeah.
yeah,
But it's
yeah.
just like doesn't
Yeah,
it
no,
just
it's a safer place for us to just say it for men.
yes,
Yeah,
all about inclusion and equity.
right,
It just didn't feel right.
correct.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, now I'm disappointed that that's all I could come up with. I
I mean,
expected better from myself.
those are good.
Yeah, they're all right. I had higher hopes for myself. Yours were great.
Thank you. I really, I stretch the boundary as much as possible, to try and get this list. I'm pretty happy with it.
Tough to play in these wet conditions.
Ooh, it's a good
I
one.
know. I was thinking about like
Yeah,
weather-related ones, but
that's a good one.
yeah.
Well, I wonder what you don't. Yeah, you don't believe in the power of the internet. I was gonna say.
Nope.
I wanted curious what Chat GPT would have for us.
Hard no.
No,
Not gonna do it.
but my phone's recording.
I will not let the robot uprising.
Yet you
Not
haven't
sporting it.
seen Terminator 2.
No, it is on my list. I have a list of movies that I'm going to see this summer.
Oh,
We're going to run through with Ryder. We're going to run through the 3 OG Indiana Jones.
okay.
We're going to watch Jaws,
Ooh.
which I've seen.
I know. I'm just saying for you.
I'm telling you, kids these days, he's going to look at me like, this is so fake. I honestly don't think he's going to be.
I mean, it's a gamble because the other thing is, I'm not going in a body of water for the rest of the summer. And you're just like,
I mean, he was talking to my dad about it, and my dad was like, it came out in 1972, I think. Sounds right.
that that old? Look it up. Interwebs it.
I'll do that. 75, sorry. 75.
Wow.
And he's like, I saw it down in Cape Cod at a drive-in. He's like, no one went in the water.
Yeah.
Like, it was that impactful. But then again, like, that was cutting edge. Uh,
It doesn't matter.
special
Like,
effects and the music. And
I will watch that movie now, and like, yes, that shark looks fake, but I will still like be in my pool and just be like, what's underneath?
no. I was wading in waist deep water in Chatham
Well,
off
the
of
entire movie
Monomoy.
was filmed in 3 foot water, 3 feet of water.
Yeah. I'm saying, like, I was in the belly of the beast, figuratively. I was in Chatham, up to my waist, surf gassing with fucking seals all around me.
Should we put a wager
What?
that I think your son is
Oh,
gonna
I was like, did I get eaten by a shark? Jesus.
No, gee, good God, you're dark.
I am bronze right now.
You are dark.
I'm bronze god right now.
I think your son is going to. We'll put a bottle of Silk and Spice on it.
Okay.
I think your son is going to be a little bit. We're gonna say it's gonna impact his water, like ocean activity,
Okay.
to a degree. One could say, but I think he's gonna be hesitant. And you think not? You think it's gonna be like, oh, this is fake. Let's go to the beach tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's gonna be like, this, the cinematography of this sucks. I know it's fake. It doesn't look real.
Now again,
I bet you, like, at 11, he'll be like, I understand why it's scary, and like, okay, it was kind of spooky, but like,
all right. Now again,
I think
I'm not gonna be there for the viewing, but you can't be like, oh, like look at how fake this is. You literally got to stay silent the entire time. Bottle of Silk and Spice on it.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be sitting there being like,
no,
so
you gotta like have like the blanket of, oh.
I will not play into it. I think he's gonna be more fucked up by Temple of Doom with the Kali Ma.
Yeah.
That one got me.
Yeah,
It's also
honestly,
it could be the red wine. It's also like warm down here tonight.
Comparatively, it's probably 73, and closing the door is probably getting a little bit warmer, but it's like we're starting to get to the point of the year where the basement just isn't as cool because the grounds
doesn't make sense.
I mean,
my basement is a fucking ice cap.
No, I know, but I think it's that like with a boiler.
Mm.
I mean, again, this has fucking nothing to do with the podcast. But I think it's because the boiler there's not enough room for the hot air to escape, so it just. But anyway, that was a solid list.
Solid list. It was something. I think this is something we could circle back to in a while, or if something comes up, just sprinkle in here or there. I feel like I left too much on the table.
You have more reserve than I thought.
Yeah, no, I know. Maybe it's because I don't have the high pressure of the schedule right now, where I'm just like, I need
too much time.
I had too much time. I had too much time, which, amongst my other numerous hobbies.
Yeah.
Gardening, woodworking. Soccer's done now, so like.
Yeah. I don't know.
I'm fucking useless. I did make homemade chicken stock yesterday. It was 85 degrees outside. Just a nice.
Yeah.
It was nice.
I want to sweat in places I didn't know I could sweat.
Yeah, but no, it's balmy down here.
Yeah.
Either that or it's because I'm almost done with my wine. And
the wine never helps, but I think it's mellowing out a bit.
Yeah.
Flavor profiles pretty similar.
Yeah.
It's
good.
It's fine.
Like as advertised, it's a good introduction to
Portuguese wine.
Yeah.
No, for sure.
I also bought another bottle of it.
Okay.
I mean, at $12, like.
Yeah, you can't beat it. All right, so that kind of wraps up our segment of things that could be said in the game of soccer that could also be misconstrued as something that is said in the bedroom. Now it is time for una cara que necesita un puñetazo. And first up we're going to be doing Osasuna. And first of all, the most punchable face right now for Osasuna is the fucking website itself. Because los sentimos no hemos encontrado ningún resultado.
Meaning, your search does not produce any results.
Correct. And then under
but
it's just like,
we're sorry.
Yeah, we're sorry. Like, didn't come up with any results. This is their main, like, when you go to their website for the official player page, it comes up with this message. It's just like, fucking, you're a professional football team. Like, get your shit together. It's like this is how I do my research. I like to go off the official page because sometimes you can really tell a lot by what a player thought was going to be their official team photo. Now I had to go to the internet, and it's just not. It doesn't yield as earnest a result for me. So I'm my first and foremost, my most punchable face is the website itself. Really a fucking goddamn train wreck.
Like, how do you not do like an overnight update?
Dude, this has been. I've checked this for days, maybe even weeks at this point.
Amateur.
Goddamn amateur honor. Osasuna.
I'm about to fucking take my t-shirt off. I'm never warm. I am balmy. I might put on the lodge.
Okay.
That's like a line on my shirt. What? I'm not gonna have my tits out.
All right. So, would you like to do your pick first?
I would like to do mine first.
Okay.
Mine took about 0.4 seconds, and then I came across young Aimar Oroz. Is that yours too?
No.
Fuck. Okay. He is 23 years young. He is 5'10", 159 pounds, so I feel good about that.
I don't think I ever look at their size.
It's one of the first things I do. I'm like, picture, scroll down, see if they have height and weight. Mm-hmm. He is an attacking midfielder for Osasuna.
An attacking MILF.
Nice. Nice. He also played for Spain's youth national team. Anyway, he does not take a great picture. I understand. Oh, Jesus Christ, they get worse. He looks ill. He actually looks like.
Wait, does he have like sunken in?
Yeah, he looks like the super Caucasian Alexander Isak.
Oh yeah, no, he was my pick for a while, and then I chose one of them.
He looks like he might be on, some may say, like a sliding scale of
I thought, yeah, no, I got you. I
You
thought
got me,
he
like-
looked like if Tom Holland was addicted to crack, and just like,
you
yeah,
guys.
you guys, really,
Like this picture is not flattering. Like he looks unwell in that picture.
that's one of the worst ones.
Like that's like eye makeup underneath the
There
Batman
was
mask.
one other one that was, I think, the first photo I saw on Google. I was just like, Jesus Christ.
He also, and this isn't why I want to punch him. I guess I actually don't know why I want to assault him.
Because he's addicted to crack.
He's addicted to crack.
He's addicted to crack.
And he needs to eat. It says I at 5'10" and roughly the same weight. Anyway, he reminds me of a guy on Instagram whom I thoroughly enjoy. I think I've told you about this person. His name is Francis Bourgeois.
Ah. I think we're still recording.
I'm running.
It doesn't need the internet. If I could find, disconnect this. Let's see
What's that?
that was the projector, so it brings it back. Oh, we are still recording.
Oh, okay. We still
right.
get. Whew.
Anyway, for those Vino Volleyers out there, we've just lost power due to the weather that Ryan mentioned earlier, but we are still recording. We are just in sheer fucking darkness. So, what were you going to say about your player
Did Aymar Oroz curse us?
No, who's the guy he reminds you of?
Oh, he reminds me of young Francis Bourgeois. He is a railway enthusiast and mechanical engineer on Instagram. He's the guy who chases the trains across England. Have you ever seen this guy?
No.
Oh, just an absolute treasure. It is great. He finds locomotives, right?
Oh,
and then he follows them, but when he follows them, he puts on like a head cam.
Oh,
and it like sucks his face in when he does it.
Yeah, you're off Wi-Fi now, so it's all
just a real gem, whom I love. But
yeah,
Aymar Oroz.
I wonder why that came across your feed and not mine, as a train enthusiast.
I typed in Instagram train guy,
and he's the first one.
Yeah, first one that popped up.
Shocking.
The darkness doesn't make it cooler down here.
No, it doesn't. It's warm.
Is it? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You've never seen that guy?
Why would I see a guy who fucking chases trains?
Looking at one right now.
Yeah,
all right.
I know.
If I fall over something,
wait,
avenge me.
The stand is there.
Yeah, I see it.
Do you? I mean, you have a flashlight on your phone, and the thing's basically useless. Also, you have a green light on your nose.
Clicks and whistles.
Yeah.
Echolocate.
Just
spill the wine all over.
Well, I was just gonna say, just bring it into the light.
Bring it into the light, child. Bring it closer.
So my pick, and it really just came down to one picture.
Okay.
Was young Jesus Arresto, and it's because in this one he looks like,
Jesus,
he looks like a fucking goldfish, like just like it looks like something you could have caught down the Cape the other day.
Yeah, it's like someone took the trumpet away from his mouth.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and I mean, pretty much every other picture, he looks like a pretty handsome individual.
Okay.
I have no animosity towards him. This picture honestly made me laugh, but it was just, I want to punch him so that like he can release the air that's now currently puffed up in his cheeks. So yeah, young Jesus Arresto.
Does not come up well. Most of the things that come up when I type in Jesus Arresto is
Jesus has been arrested.
Yes, correct.
Okay. Well, I figured that was like pretty close to the translation.
It's an aggressive name to be translated.
It is aggressive. But yeah, that was my pick. Again, no real animosity, but yeah.
Guy must be really deep in the depth chart. Oh no,
yeah, no, like I said,
Arreso?
Arreso?
Did you spell it wrong?
I sure didn't. Jesus Arreso. That's my bad, Jesus. But you still have the face of a fucking goldfish.
25 years fun.
All right. Well, that wraps
6 feet tall.
up our Un Karake Necesita un Puñetazo.
See.
We won't be able to video content because it's gonna be. I mean, it might be like the silhouette of our faces if the camera's still picking it up
In the darkness.
in the darkness. All right, so we currently have 3 teams left for La Liga, and I'm just gonna go with Alaves. So yeah, that will be our team for next episode for the Una Cara que Necesita un Puñetazo.
See.
Now that we've wrapped that up, why don't we give our final thoughts on the wine, and then I will say the topic for next episode.
All right, you go first. What do you got?
What do I got? It's easy drinking. It has mellowed out. It's got nice red notes. Again, that peppery finish has softened a bit, but it still lingers there a little bit. Medium bodied. I think for your price, it's a good wine. Does it knock my socks off? No. So I'm gonna go with a 6.9.
Okay, nice.
Nice, yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking somewhere mid or so 7s. I think the price point is going to help it out a little bit.
Sure.
And again, if someone's like, "Oh, what is Portuguese wine like?" Good intro. We would probably direct them to Silk and Spice, OG Silk and Spice.
For sure.
The Silk Road sucked.
Yeah, Silk Road and Spice Route were not. They were okay, but like if you're gonna, it needs the blend.
Yeah.
So,
I'd be curious to see what this is. A little chilled. I mean, this came in like straight off my counter.
Yeah.
Oh
boy, I am fumbling in the dark.
Yeah, you're gone. Can't see you. He's disappeared into the darkness.
I'm
gonna go with like a like a 7.2.
Okay.
Well, I was as high as 7.6 at one point, just because the price point. But I think 7.2 for $12. I bought another bottle to have at home. I'm sure my tall, beautiful wife will be like, "Yeah, this is fine."
Yeah.
So yeah, so that's where we lie on that one. 7.2 quality Portuguese wine, but there are better options out there for that price point.
All right.
Oh Christ!
Just use the flashlight on your phone.
Next episode we're gonna be drinking
Guy, why don't you tell the folks what we're gonna be drinking for next episode?
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm
just because it's dark, you don't lose your manners, sir.
See,
sir.
When one of my senses goes, one doesn't get heightened; they all get worse. Yeah. Barrel Heist Bourbon Barrel Aged Cabernet Sauvignon Cab Sav from Lodi, California. It is a 2022 vintage. It is a 14.8 alcohol content. Gonna get you.
All right. And so as we are in the month of July, the month of our independence, we thought it'd be nice to drink a very American wine that's aged in a bourbon barrel. And we've talked about the U.S. men's national team.
Yes.
As it is, again, the month of our independence, we know there were two main parties when it came to our independence. It was the winners and the not winners.
It's a very nice way to put that.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, there's a lot that I adore from our English counterparts. So
yeah. We're doing fine now.
Yeah, no, we're on good terms. We're on good terms. But to that, so I think we're going to dedicate the next episode to the English national team. We've obviously talked about the U.S. men's national team, and there's more to be said about that. But I think for the first half of the month of July, we're going to talk about the English national team. So you and I are going to independently come together, you and I are going to independently choose our starting 11, what we think would be the best starting 11 for the English national team, well, else kind of talking about the current state of England's national team.
I'll make sure I have 11 and not 9 this time.
Yeah, that would be great. Appreciate that. You can use the app again, but just, if you need to take your shoes off to get past 10, that would be...
I'm out of school now. Great. I don't have to count.
For this, you do.
Okay.
Otherwise, it really kind of derails the whole thing.
Okay.
Although, I mean, That being said, I didn't notice it when you only had 9 until afterwards when you sent me the sheet, and I was like, that doesn't
Sneaky like the
that doesn't
snake.
make a full team.
Listen,
Uh,
strategery.
Well, hey, listen, this episode has had it all. It's had heat flashes.
Boom.
It's had me being more outlandish than you. It's had power outages.
Me actually being, well, I know you already mentioned hot flashes.
Yes.
I'm never warm.
Right. I mean, it's spicy down here.
Yeah.
We'll get the fan next time.
No worries.
But as we always get to
we had
this
animal talk.
Yes, we did. We've had everything. We're filming in the dark now. So this is great. We always come to this point, but we would love to keep going.
Yes.
But after VAR review, we are officially out of power and out of time and must put the final cork in this episode if we can find the bottle and say, listen to us next time on another exciting episode of Vino Volley. So, Ryan, please, in the cover of darkness, take us out.
Always remember, sip and soccer responsibly. We bid you a Freddy adieu.